Hey guys, this video is all about a speech that I gave to Future Farmers in Oxford here a couple of weeks ago. Future Farmers is a competition. It's based on like a young farmers competition type thing. So yeah, they have a guest speaker. I was lucky enough to be invited to be the guest speaker. So have a listen. It's all about some of the lessons I've learned over my time farming and some of the key takeaway messages. Also a wee bit about me and how I tick. So have a listen. Awesome. When I was asked to speak here tonight, my first thought was not a chance. I'm not good at public speaking. Being an introvert, the last thing I want to do is stand up in front of you guys and talk about myself. It's a lot different than talking on a camera and making videos than it is speaking live on stage. But I've always advocated for young people to get into ag and to challenge yourself when you can, so I thought I'd better put my money where my mouth is, so here we go. I grew up on a sheep and beef farm in the northern Manawatu and loved every aspect of farming from a young age. Came down to Canterbury to go to Lincoln University, then spent 6 years working for Landcorp, now Pamu, on the west coast. 4 years in Westport, 2 years in Reefton, before moving back to Oxford to lease the Grange and run our own business. I have 4 main lessons that I've learnt over my time that I'd like to share with you. They're a bit cliche, but they're my personal experiences. My first lesson is one that you've probably heard of before. Growth exists outside your comfort zone. Know your areas of weakness as well as your areas of worth. Expand your comfort zone, work on your areas of weakness, but don't forget what you're good at. I remember specifically when I was about 15, my dad sitting me down at the kitchen table doing a Myers-Briggs assessment, which for those of you who don't know is an analysis of your brain, and it shows your weaknesses and your strengths in 4 quadrants. Mine showed that I was an introvert and the people and communication were my weakness. And to improve myself, I needed to work on these. I've actually been working on my people skills and putting myself out of my comfort zone for the last 25 years. I was fortunate enough to attend a pretty good high school, but I still struggled at school. It's a wee bit embarrassing to say out loud, but I didn't do that well in 5th form ag, year 11. Now before you boo me off stage, brings me to my second lesson. Embrace learning. Find the learning style that works for you. And we've had some pretty good examples from some speeches tonight. Even after my struggles at high school, I managed to go to Lincoln University and achieve a degree in agricultural science. It really grinds my gears that agriculture is still promoted as a job for the dumb kids. It couldn't be further from the truth. Just because you struggle at high school doesn't mean you can't become a good businessman. And likewise, for those who excel in academic subjects, agriculture has an amazing range of opportunities for you as well. During university, I did a stint on a dairy farm for Andrew Hoggard. This experience taught me the importance of pasture quality and feeding your animals to express their full potential. I also drove trucks for Woodies, Hilton Haulage, with them paying for my Class 5 truck and trailer licence. This was a pretty cool experience as a young fella and meant that I had those licences to fall back on. There are heaps of opportunities out there for drivers with their Class 5. This brings me to my next point. Be open to each experience, big or small. Whether it be driving a tractor over the summer for a local contractor, like Merton's Ag was back in my day, working at the local farmlands for work experience, or making candy floss down at Ashley Gorge for a fundraiser. Every experience has taught me something. All the experiences you encounter can be beneficial to your future. You just never know what might come of something further down the track. I want to tell you a story about a man who drove up our driveway about 9 years ago, looking for a farm to show his friends around. I could have easily said no. It would have been a lot less work for us, but I wouldn't have led to an amazing opportunity. I didn't know at the time, but the friend of the man was Mr. Takumi, one of the top Wagyu breeders in Kobe, Japan. The first experience was eye-opening for us in seeing how foreigners perceive our way of agriculture. Fast forward 8 years and I find myself in the mountains of central Japan spending 9 days on their Wagyu farm as an ag consultant, including some of the things I thought I would never get to do, such as tube feeding a newborn calf as soon as I arrived on the farm with a New Zealand designed tube feed that I'd brought with me. Going to a yearling Wagyu auction, very different from New Zealand. Eating at Mr. Takumi's own restaurant, where we had yakiniku, a form of barbecue with Wagyu meat that just blew my mind, and experiencing the bright lights of Tokyo. One thing I really enjoy about being in ag is the other passionate people you come across on a day-to-day basis. These can range from agents or reps you work with to accountants, bankers, other farmers, and even school and university students who come out to the farm. It's really refreshing to see enthusiastic people making agriculture their livelihood. So my fourth and final lesson is to surround yourself with knowledgeable, passionate people. I believe everyone has something to offer. I'm a great fan of picking the brains of those people who drive up the drive. Nowadays, there's lots of opportunities to learn from online platforms as well. Some of you may know I started a YouTube channel 4 years ago called Kiwi Farmer. My aim with the channel was to show the real highs and lows of sheep and beef farming in New Zealand. What really blew me away is the community and the connection that the channel has developed over time. For example, a lady who is undergoing cancer treatment and a parent with a sick kid who liked the videos just because they were soothing for them during their treatments. We have a Japanese international reporter from Kyoto News coming next month to interview us, talk about everything we do here in New Zealand and our take on some of the global political issues affecting agricultural trade. It'll be an interesting one. This was a direct result of the reporter viewing our channel. One video we were sharing our blood test results and how we were trialling giving injectable selenium. We then got a message from a farmer in the US saying he had some of the same issues. After watching this particular episode, he tried injectable selenium as well and achieved significantly better scanning results. Pretty amazing that we can learn from other farmers on the other side of the globe, and it goes both ways. We've met other YouTube farmers, still sounds weird when I say that out loud, particularly from Scotland, where we can share the same issues and challenges, but can also talk about what is unique to each of our systems. These are all huge unintended benefits of having the channel and connecting with people through it. So in conclusion, what I'd like to reiterate was my 4 lessons. Growth exists outside your comfort zone. Embrace learning, find learning style that works for you. Be open to each experience, no matter how big or small, and surround yourself with knowledgeable, passionate people. As a final note, I'd wish the very best for everyone competing tonight. Good luck. You should be very proud of the fact you've put yourselves out there and given this a go. Thank you for inviting me here to speak tonight and getting me outside my comfort zone.